Welcome back to this week's episode of Embrace Your Uniqueness. That's right, the number one reason why social media is your life up.
We have to become brave enough to challenge ourselves. We have to become bold when sharing our special story. We all have something special inside. Are we willing and able to make the stand and say, yes, this is the life that's worth fighting for?
I want to thank you all so much for checking out my video. I know it's been a minute. I haven't posted in a little while. I've just been really taking some time to step back and reflect. Right now, we're at like 243 subscribers. I need that number to grow, and I need you to subscribe. I need you guys. So if you could help me out, join in the conversation. Thank you so much. And I also needed a little bit of time off of YouTube because although I think it's quote unquote the lesser of the evils of the social media platforms out there, I think it's important to step back and take some time and remove myself from it, a little bit of mental cleanse. This stuff is all so toxic. And so it got me thinking about the number one reason, because all you need is one reason to not, have your life consumed by social media. You don't need a list of reasons. Once you have one good, solid foundation of why your life is more important than doom scrolling and all the nonsense that goes with the jealousy and the anger and the uncontrollable wildness that is social media, and the way it rouses you up and pulls you in, over sexualizes things, or just demonizes people that don't look like you or don't act like you or don't think like you, separates us politically, or just gives us a bunch of nonsense information, all monetizing off of ourselves, and just built in a way to use us as pawns in a big scheme so a couple of people make a ton of money and they hand out breadcrumbs to a bunch of people that we call influencers. And I can go on and on and on and on and on, like I obviously have thought about this for a little bit, but I must say we need one reason, and here's the one reason. Every time you click on a social media app, you are giving your control, your life control, over to another entity, and mostly just computer programs deciding what you should like or what you wouldn't like or what you may like or something that you could possibly like, and it's very enticing, and they're fishing for you. You're like a little goldfish and they're just playing games with you. So once you step onto that platform, you lose control and you lose the ability to decipher how you want to feel in a day, what you want to act like in a day, what you want to accomplish in a day, how you want to feel about your neighbors and your community and your country or your state, your city. You get influenced by all this nonsense and all these feelings, and they're setting these little seeds inside of your head, and it's nothing you're choosing. It's nothing that you have control over. And so that's the dangerous game we play when we get on social media. It's presented in such a harmless manner. Social media is presented in a way of we connect each other and we share and we bring people together, but it's not. It's so much more. And obviously this is coming out more and more, especially around this politic time. Here in America, we're coming into these primaries, and when politics start getting ramped up, you really start seeing just how dangerous social media is. You don't even know if you're interacting with an actual person or a bot or someone who's just pretending to be someone that they're showing pictures of. You just don't know. It's the Wild West. There's no rules, there's no regulations, and I don't even think there should be rules or regulations coming from the government, or I just don't believe in that, because honestly, who cares? I think we should, as people, should decide, I don't need this to be a driving force in my life, and I don't need someone to tell me how much time I should spend on it, because ultimately it's not that great and it's not that valuable, and I'm not really gaining that much from it. And if that's the case, then why do I need rules about something I don't really care about? You just know because you know what you want, what fits into your lifestyle, what fits into you, making you the best version of yourself. And this is that channel. Embracing your uniqueness is all about you focusing in on you. The most number one important thing you can go after is personal development, because it's within that journey of personal development you will find strength to help yourself and to help others, and start being more involved in your neighborhood and your community and your family, and be a better citizen to your city and to your country and state. And you start realizing that we all have more in common than social media would like to let loose, right? Because social media plays off of jealousy, divisiveness, misinformation, attacking, and all kinds of over-sexualized and fantasized like feelings, so we can just get addicted to it, and we feel addicted and we feel drawn into it. And that's why it's just like it's childish and it's a waste of time. And so I encourage you to break that mold. Break free from all that. Step outside of it and really start taking control of what you want in this life, who you want to become in this life. So I'm encouraging you to just break free from it all. Give yourself a chance to start taking control. Remember, you lose control. You're giving away your control. You're giving away your freedom of thought. You're giving away your freedom of exploration, your freedom of thinking, your freedom of deciding, your freedom of gaining wisdom and knowledge. If you want to learn, if you want to be feeling like you're in touch with what's going on, read things that come from reputable sources. Stop the nonsense. If it's spoon-fed to you and if it's easy to consume, it just might not be the most amazing source of information. If it's, you know that saying, if it's too easy, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not. Well, that's about the same thing of what you're getting from social media. If it's too good to be true, if it's too easy to feel like you have a grasp on something that's supposedly complex because it's given to you in little sound bites and 30-second clips or whatever, then it probably isn't, because life is hard. Life is a challenge. Life is a journey. Life takes work. Education takes work. Knowledge and acceptance takes work. That wisdom takes time and effort. And so give yourself that space, give yourself that time, and give yourself the respect, the self-respect that you deserve more, because you do. And so this being said, the one reason why social media is effing up your life is because you give too much for what it supposedly gives back to you. And I very much believe that you deserve better, and you are better, and you're here on this earth to explore and express more, and to just be a better version of yourself, and go after being the best version of yourself, because the world needs it now more than ever. So I really want to thank you for tuning into this channel. I really wanted to make this channel about personal development, about embracing your uniqueness, a place where we can come together and discuss things. I love all the comments of everyone that's been telling me about their journey of breaking away from social media. I think that's so amazing, and please keep sharing. I will, however, have some breaking news about this channel, and I'm going to give it to you right now. I'm going to be making some changes because I feel like I've beaten the drum of anti-social media for too long, and it's starting to become something where I feel like it's repetitive, and therefore it's not doing me any value. And I don't want to become someone who just sits here and preaches off one thing, because that falls into the trap of just being in the conversation of social media too much. So I'm going to start adjusting this channel to be something more reflective of my creative world, my inner drive of reaching out to people and giving more joy to the world and adding into the world. And so bear with me, stay with me, subscribe to this channel. I know there's been a lot of people watching my channel, but I don't have a lot of people on this channel. It's for us to come together. It's for us to make a stand that says we want more from this world. And you know what? To all these big tech companies and all these social media giants out there in the world, shove it. We don't even want it, and we don't need it.